Hello, happiness abounder, and welcome back. We are wrapping up our theme week all about how to curb your phone addiction, how to be more present when your phone is a key component of your life, and how to put down the phone so that you can be happier and move closer towards your goals. So we've spoken a lot about some hacks to use on your phone because we know we can't really get rid of them entirely, not in this day and age. I mean, maybe you could, but I know that a lot of you are business owners, are parents, and you want to have that accessibility that a phone offers you. So, episode 446 of this theme week was all about some hacks that you can do on your actual phone to be more productive and to be aware of when you're picking it up and how often you are doing that. Spoke about your routines, whether it's morning or night, and how to maybe remove the phone from that routine, how to reconnect without the phone, so via journaling, getting outside, playing games, etc. Yesterday, I spoke about this idea of, are you getting on your phone as a form of procrastination because you are uncomfortable? And today, I want to talk about setting a timer for production. And here's what I mean by that. I've kind of floated around all these ideas and concepts about why we shouldn't be on our phone, how we can get off of our phone, and how we can still use the phone, but I haven't really given you a set hard line because I wanted you to be thinking of it for your own life, but a set hard line of do this to have less time on your phone. Hacks, yes. Routines, yes. But we still have to use our phone. So if you're going to have a dedicated time on your phone to do something, I highly recommend scheduling it. Scheduling and setting time for production or being productive on your device. Because here's what ends up happening. How many times, I'm going to raise my hand on this one, how many times have you went, oh, I just need to check my email really quick? Or an email notification pops up, you click on it, you read it, and then next thing you know, 2 hours has gone by and you've been on all 3 of your favorite social media sites, you've played a few games on your phone, and a new email has come in and now you're checking that again. Your brain is placing the 2 email bookends together saying, I was on my email the whole time. But in reality, we all know that as soon as you get on your phone for one thing, you can get squirreled, right? You can get distracted by a million and one other things. And in fact, at work, I've encouraged my team and myself to not bring our phones to meetings. Because you may have to be on your phone and do some quick chat, IM stuff to someone else in the company, but then you get on your social media, then you're checking your email, and now you've missed most of what's happening in the meeting. And there's studies that have found even things like taking notes on your phone or on your computer are not as effective to your memory as they are when you write them down by hand. So what does all of this mean? What it means is that if you want to have a better memory, be more focused, be more attentive, feel more present in whatever it is you're doing, whether it's the workplace, whether it's at home with your children, or spending time with your partner, your spouse, putting down the phone is a good idea. But again, fully aware that it has so many amazing things that can help us be productive in our day. So we need to set that timer for productivity. Meaning, if I'm saying I'm going to check my email on my phone, I'm going to set a 10-minute timer and then check the email on my phone. Then when that timer goes off and I realize that I've been playing a game because I already checked my email and that took 2 seconds, then I get that nice indicator of, oh yeah, I was just going to check my email. And you can start to break those patterns and those habits. Maybe you need to be on social media for your business or to catch up with family even. At that point, set a timer for being productive. So I will productively look on social media for 20 minutes. Here's my timer, go. What I don't accomplish in that 20 minutes, maybe I should prioritize who I'm going to be looking at next time. Or I can lower it next time. Because you can start to see that once you cut it down, you're not really in a FOMO, a fear of missing out state. You start to cut it down more and more and more, and you're like, yeah, I really didn't miss out on that. And anything that's like a big thing that someone may have posted about, they're probably going to tell you about in real life when you see them, especially if you're on there for family. And if you're on there for business, That should be a business task, meaning it should be scheduled into your calendar. It should be scheduled on your events. It should be a set aside time to handle that so you can be productive and move on to the next important thing for your business, for your life. So it's as simple as that, setting a timer. Now, I know, here's the thing, that is one step in between you and what you want to do on your phone. So for a lot of us, that quick setting a timer feels like a major inconvenience. But here's what I want to say about that. Is it more of an inconvenience to spend 5 seconds setting an alarm? And make sure your alarm is easy access. On my phone, I have a quick swipe up and I can easily access my camera and my alarms. So quick swipe up, half a second. I can select the amount of time that I want to be on my phone for. I want designated set for production and productivity. And then I can go into it. Because it feels like an inconvenience at first. However, is it more inconvenient to spend 5 seconds setting an alarm and a timer, or more inconvenient to waste several minutes or even hours on your phone when you know, if you are listening to this episode, if you have resonated with this theme week, you know that you want to spend less time on your phone. So yes, it's a small inconvenience. Yes, you're going to give your brain an out, like, oh yeah, I forgot to set my timer. Well, it's just too much of a hassle. I get that. But again, is it more of a hassle to spend 2 hours doing stuff that you may not remember? Right? 2 hours scrolling through Reddit, watching animal videos, reading articles, and at the end of that, not being able to say one single thing that you learned from those. Now, this isn't a bash on social media. It's not a bash on you for using your phone. We all use our phones. We all fall down into these rabbit holes. And we all try to justify, like, oh, that's setting a timer, that's just going to take too long. That's just going to be way too much of an inconvenience to try and do just so I can check my email. I know exactly what you're thinking because I have thought that too. The thing is it's really not. Because if you are the kind of person who checks your email and then goes on to 10 other things, it's not an inconvenience to set a timer. It's helpful, not hindering. So take that extra 5 seconds. Set an alarm on your phone, set a timer so that you have a designated time to be productive on your phone. And the rest of that, work on putting your phone down, work on reconnecting, work on being more present, more attentive to those around you and to yourself. Don't let those feelings of uncomfortable and procrastination, don't buffer them by being on your phone. Don't let them control how you spend your life and how your ability to be present or not present comes out. Instead, be aware of them. Focus on those emotions. Figure out how you can work through them productively and not leaning on your phone as a crutch. So that said, I'm going to leave you with that today. Fun side note, this is episode 450, so kind of a fun episode all about setting aside time in your life, whether on your phone or otherwise, really, to do the things that are important to you, right? If you have to do things that are like an email on your phone, set aside that time. But also I want to encourage you to set aside time for that focus, for that reconnection in different ways so that it can become part of your daily life, just as this podcast has become part of mine. So if you liked this episode, you're a longtime listener, I want to encourage you to celebrate episode 450 with me by sharing it, by leaving a review on your podcast platform of choice, and by just sharing this joy of episode 450. So I'm going to leave you with that today. I hope that this episode connected with you. If it did, again, be sure to share it. Be sure to comment and tag me in it so that I can see that you liked it. And be sure to set that timer for a productivity. While you're sharing the episode, don't get lost in everything else. Set a 5-minute timer. So that said, have a wonderful day. Set that timer. Be able to put down your phone, reconnect, and above everything else, remember, you are capable of happiness abound.